Hi, I'm Auriel Grace, and I have an awesome psychic tip of the day for you. It is haunted objects. Yes. So I get a lot of questions about hauntings and the paranormal. So I'm going to start talking a little bit more about paranormal things, at least through my experience. Okay. So I do have experience with haunted objects. So, haunted objects. Okay, so there are two things about hauntings. One, residual haunting, and then another, an actual haunting that is attached to the object. It's like a spirit that is attached to the object. So I experienced a residual haunting. Okay, so I was looking for a home to rent, and we went to go check out this house, and in the house were toys. And so, because a family had lived there previously, so they had left some of their kids' toys there. And when I got out to the patio, it was like a covered patio. And there was a baby doll that was hanging from a belt from the ceiling. That should have just given me a clue right there. But I was like, oh my gosh, who could do this? So I walked over and I took the belt down and took the belt off the baby doll's neck. And then I set the baby doll down. And then I was looking at the house, and during three or four times in the house, I kept setting the baby doll down, and then it would end up back in my arms again. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. But I was busy, and so I wasn't paying attention. So I was staying with my mom at the time, and uh, we had dinner, and I got my sons to bed and everything. And during that time, I had stuck the baby doll in the dishwasher, and we had washed it with the dishes, And so, because I thought, oh, just gonna wash the baby doll off, and then I'll give it to the DAV or something. So I took the baby doll after my sons went to bed. I took the baby doll out of the dishwasher, wrapped it in a tea towel, and set it down. The next thing I know, the baby doll's in my arms. And so I sat down with the baby doll quietly and connected to it. And I felt the residual energy of a little girl. And the residual energy was all about holding the baby doll. And so that's what I was feeling. So during the night, the baby doll drove me a little crazy. So I took it outside and I put it in the barbecue thing. Now, it was clean. I just put it outside because I needed to sleep. I'm a single mom. Got to take care of the kids, right? So after the children went to school and stuff, I went outside. I got the baby doll. My friend was just like, oh, it's a haunted object. So this is what we do with haunted objects. We get some kosher salt, like a box of it, maybe 2 boxes, depending on how big the object is, right? And then I had rose petals. So I put the rose petals in the box. I put the baby in the box, and then I poured salt over the box, in the box around the baby doll, closed and sealed the box, and took it out to the forest and buried it. Why? Because we want that object to clear of its residual energy. And the best way it can clear is through being placed with rose petals, which are the scent of love, right? So that's the highest resonance of all. And then the salt, which absorbs frustration, anger, sadness. And so that way it gets cleared, right? And it's alone. So it goes through its process of clearing. So if anyone else ever picks up the doll, they don't have the same feelings of like wanting to carry the doll around. And not like that, I don't feel like the doll was harmful or anything, but I do feel like it, you know, the residual energy could be very distracting. Okay, so that is residual energy. Now, when there is a haunted object, that means that there is a spirit attached to that object. Okay, and a lot of times, you know, those spirits that are attached to the object, it's for some reason or other. Who knows? There's a lot of different haunted objects that are very, like, popular that people know about. You can go read about them if you want to. I am not going to mention them on this video. So you can go check it out yourself. But if you come across a haunted object and you realize that it is a haunted object, do the same thing. Put it in a box of salt, petals, rose petals, and the best thing that you could do actually is call a haunted museum and have them pick it up for you, or have them send a courier to pick it up for you. And they will, you know, because, well, one, they want the object, and two, it's safer for them. They know how to handle those types of objects. So that way it is out of your house, right? You don't want crazy stuff happening in your house. So I've known some people who actually bought haunted objects from auctions and truly regretted it afterwards. They thought they could handle the energy and they just couldn't. Their lives were ruined because of it. So I want you to be safe, and, you know, if you're really curious about those haunted objects, go check them out in the museums. Read about them online. Don't bring them home into your home without knowing what to do with them or having any good guidance on them. Okay? Okay. So that's what you can do with a haunted object, and I hope this helps you out a little bit. I'm going to be answering some more kind of paranormal investigative things as we go on. But remember, if you're going out on a team, or you're going out to do an investigation, go out with a team. Never go to a haunted place by yourself. Always bring somebody with you. Make sure that you have a flashlight. Make sure you have things, you know, for just in cases. You know, like a flashlight, you would, especially if you're going at night, make sure that, you know, you're carrying your cell phone. Make sure that people know where you went. Okay? Because there's some places that you really shouldn't go to. They should just rest because of the hauntings that are there. Okay? All right. So if you need more advice on the paranormal from a psychic's point of view, this is a book that I wrote. It's called Haunted, A Psychic Story. There are stories of hauntings in here, and then at the end of it, there are also things that you can do about hauntings and what kind of hauntings there are. So check it out. You can get it on Amazon or on my website at aurielgrace.net. Okay, so stay safe. Have a beautiful week. And remember, keep your heart open and align with the energy of love. I'll see you next time. Bye.